Right now, as the war in the Middle East enters a second week, Iran has chosen a new supreme leader and is rejecting calls for a ceasefire.
Here at home, new data reveals that the majority of voters don't agree with President Trump's actions in Iran. As NBC's Alice Barr reports, a majority say the strikes on the country should not have happened.
This morning, with the U.S. and Israel still trading heavy fire with Iran, the nation is mourning a 7th American service member who U.S. Central Command says died from wounds suffered during an Iranian attack on Saudi Arabia a week ago. Following this weekend's dignified transfer for 6 of the fallen, President Trump acknowledged there may be more.
It's part of one. It's a sad part of it. It's the bad part of it.
The president not ruling out sending U.S. ground troops into Iran.
Possibly for very good reason.
That as Iran named a new supreme leader, according to state-run media, Mojtaba Khamenei, son of the Ayatollah, killed in initial U.S.-Israeli strikes. President Trump had insisted on having a say in Iran's new leadership. The Iranian foreign minister rejecting that and calls for a ceasefire without a permanent end to the war.
Unless we get to that, I think we need to, continue fighting for the sake of our people and our security.
As the escalating conflict disrupts critical oil channels, the cost of oil topping $100 a barrel for the first time in almost 4 years, with a gallon of gas now up nearly 50 cents in a week on average across the U.S. The administration adamant that'll be short term.
In the worst case, this is a week's. This is not a month's thing.
We're now seeing the ripple effects of this war with higher gas prices, with declining job numbers.
The defense secretary rejecting critics' calls for a clear timeline.
You don't tell the enemy, you don't tell the press, you don't tell anybody what your limits would be on an operation. We're willing to go as far as we need to in order to be successful.
President Trump posted overnight that oil prices will drop rapidly when the Iran nuclear threat is over, calling it a small price to pay for safety and peace. That is the top Democrat in the Senate called on the administration to immediately release oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to bring gas prices down. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.